Alright guys, it's been a while since I've done just a walkthrough of my Old Town Salty 120 PDL that I use for kayak fishing. So I kind of wanted to walk through and show you how I have it set up for trolling for kokanee, salmon, trout, things of that nature. So we're going to start from the bow and work our way back to the stern. So in the front, I really don't have any major modifications up here, and then we get back to the gear tracks, and I have a Ram Mounts dual T-bolt base here. This is actually for my camera boom, which I don't have installed here. And then on this one, it's kind of hard to see, but I actually have a small ball mount, which is what I connect my Ram Mounts transducer over the rail transducer arm here, and I can pull this up out of the water really easy, and it stays, so like when I'm moving from point to point, I don't have this transducer creating drag. And I've just incorporated this ball right here into the dual T-bolt mount, so I just take this knob off here and replace it with the correct size ball, and I'll put links to all of that stuff below, but I'll show you that ball. There it is right there. And then I have a Ram Mounts rod extension up to an Ram Mounts HD rod holder, and this extension allows me to push it up and away and out of the cockpit, so it gives me space to paddle. And it's again, I'm using that same dual T-bolt base. That gives me a nice firm base for big kings smashing into that. You get a lot of flex in this setup, but I've never had a fish pull it out, even big king salmon. And you can see those just pop out, and then there's like a little locking mechanism on the inside there that if you get at the right angle, you can pop it out and then just pop it back in. There you go. And I kind of used that spline base to hold my excess transducer cords in place. Then on the opposite side, I have a 7-inch Humminbird Helix, and I'm using a Ram Mounts ball adapter here. It's a much larger ball, more robust arm to hold that in place. Kind of hard to see it in the shadows there, but you can see it here. And just like the transducer, I can just take this off by loosening this up, and I'll show you that ram ball there. I need to get a little more. There we go. And you can see that large ram ball right there. I'll even move all the cords off of it so you guys can see everything. So there you go. So here's that large ram ball spline mount, transducer mount. So this holds the Fishfinder head, this holds the rod holder, this holds the transducer, and then all those wires go into the back of the Fishfinder itself. And then I have the battery wired using a Hobie through-hole wiring kit. Okay, then over here on this side, I just have a normal dual T-bolt spline for this Ram Mounts HD rod holder. And what I like about these HD rod holders, of course, they're very durable and reliable and have a lifetime warranty, but they also have a little GoPro mount here. And I use that to actually mount a little X-grip so I can put my phone here and take fish selfies and have it secured, which is kind of nice for making your friends jealous. And then down here, I'm going to pull out this PDL drive so the shadows aren't so harsh. There we go. And then down here, I've got a Burley Pro side bro, which is a good place for me to store my cannonballs, but then it also has a convenient place for my scissors and pliers to lock in there. So that's really nice. Okay, moving backwards, just have my carbon fiber paddle, and then we're going to pop open the only access point for salties into the hole is here, and I have a lithium battery which powers my Fishfinder. I have that velcroed down into the bottom there so it doesn't slide around. And then back here I've got my Fraybill ultralight net, which I use for everything except for kings. I like it because it's really lightweight, carbon fiber handle, and it floats. Columbia Performance Fishing Gear catch bag. we'll kind of work around the end here. And then I replaced this handle in the back, the factory handle, with the Navari T-bolt handle, which allows you to mount one T-bolt item through here. And this is what I put my Yak Attack 360 light and flag on. Wish that was taller, but it works fine. It's got the Visi pole on there, works well enough, at least for producing light. And then I generally use these marine boxes. I have like 5 or 6 of these, each for different fisheries: walleye, kokanee, salmon. And then the final thing is my Unitroll 5 downrigger here. I was running a lake troll, and I actually had it angled out more over the side. But this one is about twice as heavy as that one, and I realized if I just flipped this 90-degree plate around that I'm using on my V-lock for mounting my downrigger, then I could actually pull the center of the weight more over the kayak itself, which contributes to stability. And then I cut down the arm so that this runs right off the side of the kayak, which also improves tracking and stability. So I really like this. It also makes it really easy for me to reach from the cockpit. This configuration works for me because of my height. If I was taller, I don't think this would work back here. And maybe if I was shorter, my arms wouldn't be able to reach, but it works well for me here. A lot of people opt to mount their downriggers more up towards the front, but this actually works really well for me. I can reach my arm right over the back here and crank and release the downrigger, and it keeps the cockpit even cleaner, which would be great if in the event I need to self-rescue. I use a 6-pound ball, mostly because I'm fishing chelan and stuff. I'm getting down to 80, 110 feet. This is really easy to use and remove. I'll show you how this works. Clear this stuff out so you can see better. So there's the V-lock, and then there's a 90-degree plate that I have locked in here. So I can just loosen up the downrigger here and just off of its base. Okay, and then I can just slide it out. So there you go. And then if I want, all I gotta do is pull a little pin down here on the V-lock, and then I can pull that out. And here you can see the V-lock. And I have a backing plate inside the kayak here that I accessed by removing this so I could have a visual, and then I reached my arm in through the battery access port here. But these are really nice. This just locks in like this, and you lock that pin in and it's good to go. All right, that is it. It's not a really complex build. Like I said, I tend to keep things fairly simple. I would say the downrigger is probably the most labor intensive thing. Most everything else here is just gear track based, so that I can literally strip everything off this kayak and put it on another one with gear tracks in 15 minutes. I can basically create my own custom rigged kayak without drilling anything, which is really nice. I do have a discount code for the ram mount stuff. I'll put it down below. And if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you out there. And just remember, fish smarter, not harder. Bye, guys.